Hello, Laws on the Road subscribers and followers. Well, today's the live feed. I hope people show up because we have 0 people here. And let's see what's going on. All right, so kind of catch everybody up. It looks like we're only going to be here another week and 2 days. So next weekend, our way to Florida, and or maybe Monday or Tuesday. So a week. Temperature's pretty warm right now. It's 59 degrees, so things are looking up for us for the last little while. Hello, Mom. The forecast looks good. Looks like Florida is doing about 10 degrees hotter than it is here, so we're looking forward to getting back there. Hello, NJ. But really, we don't have a lot more to report. Beck's got, 5 more radiation treatments and 1 more chemo? Is that right? Was 4 more radiation treatments and 1 more chemo. So you can see the finish line. Oh, but we're really looking forward to getting back to Florida. Even Carolyn's kind of looking forward to it. Hello, Martha. 12 viewers. So how's everybody doing? Nobody's saying anything. We're all quiet. So that means I got to fill this dead air space for an hour. I looked at the analytics for the last live feed, and lost 4 subscribers in that video, in that live feed. It's amazing. Nobody likes live feeds. Hello, Gary Johansson. Yeah, welcome back to you. Getting ready for Anthony. Kind of gave an intro. Looks like not next Monday, but maybe the Monday or Tuesday after, we'll be trying to head back to Florida. Hello, Matthew. Anthony loves the live feeds. Morgan says hello. Hello, Morgan. How are you? Gary says glad things are working out for you. Thank you. NJ sadly had to winterize my Class C. Oh, bummer. Let's see. Mom says love the live feeds. Martha says having trouble with pain hands. Excuse me. Everybody's saying hi to Carolyn. She showed up. And we're going just so everybody knows, we're going to go visit Mom next Thursday. We'll be going up there. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting cold. There's so little going on other than us just running back and forth to the hospital every day. I don't have a lot to report. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get back with you. Yeah, she's actually just got a sinus infection. The initial said she had, okay, this is Carolyn's daughter we're talking about. Carolyn's daughter is 5, very cute. I'm sorry, Carolyn's daughter's daughter. So that is Carolyn's granddaughter. That's what I meant to say. Carolyn's granddaughter is 5. And she had we took her to the hospital the other day. She had we thought initially, the doctors thought she had a pneumonia, but it turned out to be a sinus infection. So that's good. Easier to fix. Hey, that good and enjoy Florida. Yeah, we're looking forward to getting to Florida, Martha. Everybody's still saying hi to Carolyn. Let's see, that was last weekend. Yeah, last weekend that Carolyn's granddaughter had to go to the hospital. So that was a little bit of excitement. We got 16 viewers. Well, give you some channel update. The channel seems to be growing pretty well. We've gotten down to 19, Anthony. Anthony asked how cold has it gotten. We've gotten down to 19. And you know, the little heater in the camper did really well. I think I made that in today's video, though. I think that was in today's video. Hello, done working. But well, what was I saying? But it's warmed up now, so it's 58 right this minute. It was 70 degrees yesterday, 70, maybe even 75 degrees. She Living, which is the granddaughter. Living is the granddaughter, says a scared mom. Okay, so a little channel update. It seems to be that the channel is growing a little better. We're getting 8 to 10 subscribers a day. With an exception about once a week. So things are looking up. It looks like things are starting to pick up for all the RV channels I'm noticing. So Gary says, love your videos. Keep up the good work. Keep following your dream. Nothing wrong with what you're doing. It's a rough life, but the journey that matters. You've always had a viewer here. Well, thank you, Gary. I do appreciate it. I think you were here last week, Gary, but if not, welcome to the live feed. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. And thanks for joining us. You know, it's not that bad of a life. It's quite pleasurable. I mean, we don't have work. That's a bad life. Anthony says, yeah, I seen that. Is surprising how good that little electric heater is doing really well. How many amps? It's 1,500 watts. I don't know how many amps. Well, watts. Well, you can do the math, Matthew. If you have a calculator, you divide 1,500 by 110 outlet, and that gives you your amps. Gary says thanks, and you know, I don't know how to pronounce your name. BILLG 1527 says hi. Finally caught it. Yes, you did. Caught a live chat. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I think you 1.5 amps. Thanks, Matthew. Well, of course it's a little higher, lower than that. But yeah, you got the point. Yeah, you caught it. So welcome to the live feed. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Is it Bill? I got it. BILLG. Got it. Bill something. Bill G. Got it. 1527. Carolyn said hello. We've got 22 viewers. Okay, back to the channel update. The channel is doing a lot better. We're very happy. I'm very happy. It seems to be picking up pace. I mean, we have a bad day about once a week. YouTube is starting to scare me. They're deleting channels now. There is a female RVer who has kind of, I think, she said that YouTube was demonetizing her videos. And so I wanted to let everybody know while we're here talking about our channel, or while I'm here talking about our channel. Hello, Gloria. How are you? I've only had, I think, 4 videos demonetized, and then I get to do a manual review, and all of them were reviewed within hours. I mean, hours. I think the difference between my channel and some of the other channels is a lot of the other channels have a lot of cussing going on in them. So I think they're being cautious and demonetizing as soon as they upload these videos. So since I'm not doing cussing, I'm not getting a lot of demonetization. Now YouTube is starting to delete channels. And I'm thinking that's going to cause problems with subscribers, because these channels who have subscribed to our channels are now going to be deleted. So anyway, so YouTube's kind of cracking down on all the bad behaviors. Community guideline violations. Tim Donovan says, hello, Carolyn, Rob and Carolyn. Tim and Brenda said, hello. Well, hello, how are you? I'm not sure I've seen you here before. So, Tim, if this is your first time here, welcome to the live feed and welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Hi, Kathleen. I think we missed you last week, didn't we? I don't recall seeing you last week. Steven says, hey, finally got to catch a live feed and finally figured out how to comment on the live feed. Well, it's good to see you, Steven. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. And here every week. Matthew says, YouTube was on the news today for bad content. Oh, I will have to Google that. I was not aware that YouTube was on the news. Anthony, yeah, I've noticed sometimes watching other RVers that they slip in cuss words. Yeah. Jeffrey Hammond says, good evening. Hello, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's kind of new to the channel. I've only seen him comment a couple, 2, 3, maybe a week ago. And then again today. Hello, Dramata. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. It's just not RVers. A lot of YouTube communities are getting hit hard with YouTube's unreasonable bias. Carolyn's, oh, hello. And Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Yep, we're doing very well. Spirits are up, yes. RB Freedom says, hello. Bill, let's see. Kathleen, yep, took a bus to Vermont to see grandkitties. All right, well, that is awesome, Kathleen. And Martha says, what does demonetization means? It means they won't put, it means it's not suitable for all advertisers. And so you are put on restriction where you don't get paid your 3 cents, no, excuse me, your 0.3 of a cent per view. Yeah, it drops really bad. But it didn't affect me hardly. It hasn't. Knock on whatever kind of wood I got around here. It hasn't affected me hardly at all. Like I said, I tried to upload a few days early. And so I put it in private mode. And so if they do get demonetized, I asked for a review. And like I said, every one of them has been approved within just a couple hours. Like the other ones are, because I hear a lot of them are complaining. Morgan says, neither was I with YouTube being on the news. Bill says, okay, Mom, you have a very nice son there. Well, thank you. John, hi, John. Good to see you. Let's see. Matthew says, the more YouTube drops, the better for you. You are clean. Boy, I sure do hope so. Man, I mean, it's been a dry spell. But I've seen it with the other YouTube channels. I mean, they're really struggling too. I saw that Kevin, anyway, I saw he hooked up with Eric on Nomadic Fanatic. And all of a sudden, he got 400 subscribers like within a couple days. So that really did him some good. Stephanie says, YouTube has been doing this to everyone. You guys should all get together and fight back. But the thing is I don't think they're doing it to everyone. They're not hurting me. I think people are violating the rules, and YouTube is finally saying, look, stop violating. And I try to follow the rules. It's just kind of the way I am. And so in the news, the kids shows, horrible content discussing his kids shows. I have a 3-year-old, and yes, they are horrifying. Glad YouTube's trying to do something about that instead of picking on people that they don't like. Yeah. Hello, Michelle. Camper Van Kevin, thank you. That's who I was trying to think of. Yep. Yeah, he hooked up with Eric. Boy, that really helped him out. Jeffrey Hammond says, let's see. Yep, we're staying warm. It's 58 degrees right now, so it's all good out here. Have to go, Jeffrey. Well, it was good seeing you. Thanks for stopping by, and hopefully see you next week. Well, Heather, you look like you. I've noticed you last night. You were a new sub last night. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. And you say hi, new sub here. Hi. And camper question. In terms of safety and convenience during the summer, is a pop-up that much better than a tent looking to a road trip. I think you were the one that asked if you could take kids, and I did answer your question. I tried to answer it very thoroughly, actually. Is it safer than a tent? Okay, here's the thing about safety, and this is what I said in the answer I gave last night. I've got a video on trust your gut. Carolyn and I have been to, what, maybe a dozen campsites, up close to a dozen campsites. And we were only unsafe at one. It was literally terrible. As a matter of fact, camper van Kevin, the one just mentioned a few minutes ago, was there just recently, and they cleaned it all up. But while we were there was obvious there was meth labs there, and people had taken up residence. So we should have recognized that it was a dangerous area. We didn't. We stayed there. Well, the next day, the Park Service came around and said that they were going to shut it down. And they did. Within 24 hours, it was shut down. We had to leave. What I'm trying to say is trust your gut. If it looks bad, just go. Just leave and go find something better. But everything else we went to, now this is all free campsites. We don't stay at paid campsites. And that was part of the question I asked you, Heather, was are you staying at free or but if you're staying at free campsites, I mean, it's really nice. I missed a comment there by let's see. Cody says, been living full-time in 88 Coleman camper pup since September 15 in mid-Oregon area with my two daughters, 7 and 4, 120-pound white shepherd, and 20-pound tabby cat, along with my wonderful wife. Well, that is great. I hope it's warm up there. I'm mainly watching you. What is wrong with your video? Nothing. I mainly watch you. What is wrong with your videos? Nothing. Well, thank you, Martha. Oh, you scared me. What is wrong with my videos? I don't know. Kathy says, let's see. I'm trying to read. Hey, how's mooch stocking been? Well, I mean, it has its ups and downs. I mean, it's nice not to have to run the generator every day, and we can hook the shower up to the water, to the well. That's really nice. But I mean, folks like to come around and visit, so that's kind of a disadvantage for us, as you all are well aware. And Kevin, yeah, I mean, I like his videos. Steven says, what was the free campsite in Florida that was on the coast? We were trying to head to Florida for some R&R. Well, it's not on the coast. It's about, 10 miles away. And what is it called? We're going to go back there. Something lake. It had a lake in it. But it's in the Apalachicola National Forest. Go to freecampsites.net and you'll see it. I wish I could remember it. Kathleen, let's see. Kathleen says, when I could free camp all time in Adirondacks. Adirondacks? Cody, well, about 39 and 32 at night. Super rain every day. Yeah, well, yeah, Oregon, it's going to rain a lot there. What the heck was the name of that campsite? I cannot remember. All right, so we got 40 viewers. Boy, that's about all we ever get, isn't it? Some days we get 50. We've been at it 16 minutes. Steven says 10 miles is closer than Arkansas. Thanks for the website. Oh, yeah, no problem. Bill says we needed to figure out how to get Camper Van Kevin, or better yet, Bob Wells to interview you. Bam, more subscribers overnight. Yes, it would be. That would be awesome. I've contacted both of them, and you can tell the Camper Van Kevin has read my because cameraman Kevin reviews all comments a couple times, and he doesn't approve those comments. So it's obvious he's read them. So same with driving and vibing. Bob, he's just so big, I don't even think he's seen my comments. Mr. Safety Forever says, how do you avoid being run over on the interstate? How fast do you drive with small tires on a pop-up? About 65 miles an hour. That's all I ever drive. Whether I drive with the camper or not, I drive 65. Just what I've always done. I'm never in that big of a hurry. But as far as getting ran over, I would say that if I get ran over, it's the other driver's fault. Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that word, Kathleen. It's Adirondack Mountains in New York State. Winter, too. Anthony says, you going to do any meetups in Florida? You know better than that. Yeah, we're not big on meetups. Actually, we've not been invited. I think I've made my point pretty clear that we're not going to meet up with a lot of people. I think people are starting to get the idea. As a matter of fact, that last video, I kind of got scolded that I was talking about being a introvert way too much. Although it seems like everybody wants to tell me that I shouldn't be an introvert. Cody says, made a makeshift here in a pop-up gizmo. Honestly, a lifesaver. Sunbrella, 303 Marine Guard, and Camp Dry. Haha, the interstate is a little nuts coming down the 5 in the rain. Anthony, are you able to not accept a troll comment? Why, who's trolling, Anthony? Are you able to not accept a troll comment? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can delete comments. Morgan says Anoradex and Adirondax. Okay, thank you, Morgan. Carolyn says maybe one day we'll shock everyone. Now Carolyn's starting to loosen up, isn't that right? Did we lose video? I hope. No, I don't believe so, Stephen. Got to hit the refresh button on these live feeds. Just refresh it. And Michelle says, thinking of hooking up my camper when I get off of work in June and work my way back to the family in Missouri and Kansas City, South Carolina. From South Carolina. That'd be a nice long trip, wouldn't it, Michelle? Anthony, no, I meant with any RVers. Oh, I thought you were talking about. Are you able to not accept a troll comment? That was your last comment, Anthony. And then you said, no, I meant with any RVers. Anthony, I mean, I can delete comments. I'm just not sure. Oh, it's Joe. Joe, good morning in Queensland. Great to see you. Insulating the heat, working for you. Yes, thank you. And we don't get that cold, but I found using builder's foil very beneficial under the mattress. Well, we have this thick memory foam. That's working great. But that's just, we took a bed apart when we left the house so we could get in the camper. Mike House. Mike, I don't think I've seen you before, so good to see you. Do you ever consider getting a pet? No, we won't get a pet. I don't think it would be fair to an animal to put it in a little pop-up camper. Not only that, we're in national forest, which means a lot of bears in a lot of places. And we're in a pop-up camper, which means I think an animal could get out of it. Anthony, I mean, when you post a video on YouTube, if a troll comments, can you make it not post? I'm trying. I've tried to update my settings, but yes, I can review all comments. I can automatically review bad words. And if I see a troll, I can block them from ever posting again. So yeah, I've done that. I hope I'm answering your question. I mean, I just blocked a viewer, actually a long-time viewer, because she was kind of upset that we weren't going to stop doing and telling me to get a job. She thought I was being selfish, but I made a video on that. Steven says, I got a video back. Thanks for the advice. No problem. Vinny, hello, Vinny. How are you? Sorry I'm late. That's all right. You're fine. Michelle says, anyway, wanted to finish up, but lost you. Would you say parking at a free campsite pretty easy? not one to back up and working on places to visit. Well, Michelle, if you're struggling with backing up, I would go to a parking lot and practice. I really would, because you have to back up in these free ones. Excuse me. Anthony, the RVers one was about the meetups. Sorry for the confusion. RVers one was about meetups. Okay. Mike, that's funny. My daughter just got a puppy and watched the enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah, they get on her feet too. You're right. Lisa Gregory. Hey there, I'm late. Hello, Lisa. 1994 Silverado. Hello. I'm selling my other truck or trading it and getting a pop-up. It sucks, but you have inspired me. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad it's working out for you. Vinny says, what did you have for dinner tonight, Rob? We'll eat after this. Carolyn was showing me some rice that she had. I've never heard of the kind she had either. Silverado says, I used to have a Winnebago, but it was too big. I agree. I like the videos about being an introvert. LOL. Be what you are. We will hold our heads, and we are. Yes, we are. I agree with you, Martha. Sharon says, hello, Laws on the Road. Matthew says, Matthew, Darrow, I agree. Bill Edwards. Hello, Bill. How are you? Good to see you. Are we picking up the pace? It looks like we're getting more comments. Nope, still 40 viewers. Was the campsite in Florida called Wood Lake? Thank you, Matthew. Yes, Wood Lake. That's what it was. I forget who asked the question, but somebody obviously in Arkansas, because I do remember that's the state that you discussed. But yeah, Wood Lake is the one. It's in the Apalachicola National Forest. Actually, there's a campsites around there, but if you look in that area, there's a bunch of them. Some are 3D, and then the state has a bunch of them around there too. So yeah, check out freecampsites.net. Anthony, I don't think you drink enough for Eric to want to meet. Yeah, well, I do understand that. Yeah, I don't drink a lot. No, it would be water and coffee. Hey, David. No, you're fine. No problem. Glad you joined us. Let's see. Michelle says, on your way to Florida, you're coming through South Carolina. No, Michelle, that would be way out of the way, I think. You just need to get back to warm, which I'm hoping Florida will warm up a little bit. Matt keeps posting the temperatures, and you guys got down to 37 degrees. So I might be having to head down to Miami area or somewhere. That was cold. Steven says, I asked, thanks. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Wood Lake. Let's see. Vinny, Eric does enjoy the adult beverages. Not as awesome as you guys. Oh, don't give yourself some credit, Matt. I like food. Jason says, hello, Rob and Carolyn. Sorry I'm late. I'm in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, and I bet it's like 80 degrees there. That's, I think that's where we're going to have to go. I was kind of hoping that we could head back to the Gulf Coast and spend some time there, because I really enjoy that area. But I think our plans got screwed up this year. Let's see. Dog Pop. I'm sorry, Michelle. It's just way out of the way. Of course, you could make the trip over to us. You know, it's not even quite as far as what we would have to drive to get down there. So have you thought of that? Bill Edwards, it was 79 in South Alabama. Really? That's awesome. 67 in Panama City now. See, that bothers me. 67. Why is it warmer in South Alabama than it is in Panama City? Isn't Panama City like a little bit lower? Not a lot, but a little bit. Matthew says, I gave my wife all the credit. Well, thank you, wife. Michelle, I think your name is. Let's see. Michelle says, that's true. Well, send me an invite. No, leave that up to Carolyn. Anthony, I'm not sure if I agree with you, Carolyn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, now we got a fight between Carolyn and Anthony. I'd like to see that one. See how that one's going to go. Thing is, Carolyn really likes Anthony. She talks about him quite a bit. Michelle says, guess up to Carolyn. Yep, it's always up to Carolyn. Let's see, Matthew. It did get to 70s today. Good. I hope it warms up down there because, man, I really don't want to have to keep enduring the cold. Mike House, we talked about a van if we get old for a pop-up. Sharon, do you think you and Carolyn... Sharon says, do you think you and Carolyn eat healthier since living in a pop-up? I know you look healthier than the first time I saw you. Yes, we eat a lot healthier. As a matter of fact, now that we're taking care of Carolyn's daughter, we're having to eat out a lot. And I mean, we're starting to gain weight again and, tired. And yep, so living in a pop-up has really helped us out all around. Mental health, diet, hiking, walking. Jason says, hit 82 today, starting seal code driving to supplement my income. That's right. We talked about that last week. Made $600 this week, and it's only Tuesday. Well, that's great. Dramina says 52 in Oklahoma today and 77 yesterday. Oklahoma got crazy weather. I think the whole country's under crazy weather right now. I mean, all winter. I mean, it's been cold everywhere we went. That's our high today. It's the same temp as PC now. No, I'm kidding, Anthony. I don't think there's any fights going on. You're right. Vinny, do you have any trouble with mice getting in the pop-up? Rob, what would you do to keep them away? We haven't had any problems. Oh, excuse me, I hit the mic. We haven't had any problems with mice in the pop-up. Trap out just in case. Let me fix the mic so I'm not making a bunch of noise. Where we have had mice is under the bed of the truck and in the hood of the truck. We've had mice in there. That's been a problem. And again, I just use mouse traps and caught them. Some people say leave the hood up on the truck. Keeps the mice out. They said they don't like the moonlight. Anthony said, I never would fight with Carolyn. I missed one above the Anthony. Kathy says, my son's Oklahoma. They had Thanksgiving outside. Linda, hi from Dundine, Florida. Best camp, no trip I ever took. I was, can't keep up. I'm reading too slow. Ever took was in a pop-up with two friends back in 1978. We camped later in a tent, but if I were to do it again, definitely a pop-up. Well, that was great. Okay. It snowed in Panama City winter of 2014. Fluctuates like crazy. Vinny says, congratulations, Jason, doing your own business. My buddy in Rochester says it's a huge cash-paying business. What a government doesn't know does not hurt. Anthony, yeah, I agree with you. Carolyn, let's see, Martha. Yeah, I don't like the weather. Oklahoma, wait 5 minutes till it'll change. Yeah, that's what they say in Missouri, too. Jason says, yeah, Vinny, it's all cash, and I got a buddy made over $300, $300K 1 year. Wow. And Jason, you're going to take this on the road? Yeah. I mean, if Matthew is right, I mean, obviously we're going to have to go down towards the Tampa area. There's just no way we're going to deal with those kind of temperatures. Been doing that now. Linda says, FWI, that's, Dunedin. Name for Edinburgh. Dunedin. Huh. Edinburgh. Edinburgh, I think I'm trying to recall where Edinburgh is. I mean, I think that's down there by Tampa, isn't it? I mean, I recognize that name. Why do I recognize that name? Yeah, in Florida where it's warm, best time to seal driveways. Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Running late tonight. That's okay. You're fine. Hope you both are doing well and staying warm. Yep, we are staying warm. Today's video, actually, we talk about that. Got down to 19, and we did really well. Cotland. Vinny, it's not about how hard you work, but how smart you work. My grandpa used to say, work harder, or work smarter, not harder. David Darrow, rain today and clear tomorrow, but no snow yet. Yay. Where's that at, David? I'm sure you guys are telling me. I just can't remember where everybody's at. I had two sisters that lived in Navarre, Florida. They had plants freeze several years. Well, I guess then we're just going to have to deal with the cold, huh? Linda says Edinburgh, capital of Scotland. Dundon is the Tampa Triangle, just north of Clearwater. Anthony, did you see Mike from Living Free is selling T-shirts? No, I mean I don't watch Living Free. I just there's just so many channels to try to keep up with. So no, to be honest, I haven't. Maybe I should check him out. You told me to check him out last week, so maybe I'll do that. Morgan says, not many work by the logic, though, do they? Well, I don't know. It's good logic. Works harder, or works smarter, not harder. So, all right. Well, Anthony, I will check him out. Navarre is between Panama City and Pensacola. You're telling me, guys, is where I'm wanting to go is not a place to go, is it? I'm going to have to go further south. I'm just going to miss out on all that Gulf Coast stuff, aren't I? That's disappointing. So I guess we'll just head on further south. I mean, it sounds like Florida there by the Apalachicola area is basically the same temperature as Missouri, if you guys are getting that kind of temperatures right now. So, I mean, Matt said it was 37 degrees, and that day when he said it, Missouri was actually warmer. So it's just, it's real confusing for me. Vinny says, Jason, do you have any issues with a language barrier sealing driveways with all the... We won't talk that because that'll get me demonetized. Matthew says, you will hate the humidity in South Florida. We're heading west for the winter. I won't hate the humidity. Not at all. Andromeda says, any plans for Southwest? Are you guys like... Well, no, I think we're still planning on going west next year. It was just, East was going to be this year. Besides that, I've always wanted to see Miami. I mean, back in the 80s, Miami Vice was the big show. And I would love to go see that city. Michelle says, I would take humidity anytime than cold. Yeah, me too. Linda says, lost a calamondon. It's the Laquit volunteer using it for sport survival. It's now a good-sized tree with great crops of Laquats every spring. Jason, you have got to go from Tampa south to stay warm all winter. Anything further north is cold. Well, I don't understand that because people are saying that Alabama is warm. Northern Texas is warm. So I guess I just don't understand why Florida is cold. Confuses me. Yeah, Arizona. But the thing is I am watching YouTube RVers right now saying it's cold in Arizona. Perfect weather. Thank you, Paul. I wasn't a subscriber until August. I've been trying to catch up on your videos before that at night, but my wife always yells at me to turn my phone down, so I'm getting headphones tonight. Well, thank you, Anthony, and tell your wife to watch. But I do appreciate it, Anthony. Thank you very much. Jason, no. Okay. Matthew says, an introvert in Miami. Good luck. Well, no. I was going to go out in between Tampa and Miami. No, I'd still like to visit the city. Of course, I may decide I don't like it, just like I didn't like Washington, D.C. We got there and we left. Michelle says, you best bet to keep warm be the Keys, I would think. And we're talking the equator. Brad. Hi, Rob from Louisville, Kentucky. Well, hello, Brad. Good to see you. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Martha says, David with me, Rob, my husband. Martha says, David with me, Rob, my husband. Ah. Hello, David. Nice to meet you. I got it. Excuse me. Michelle says, and I'm assuming no free campsites down in the Keys. No, I don't think so. But I am certain that in between Tampa and Miami is going to be nice. David says, Oklahoma Northeast by Tulsa on Sohome Lake. Great fishing when I am up to it. Well, I guess just in the end, we're going to have to come to the conclusion we're going to have to run heat occasionally. So, I mean, we ran the heat in the summer, so it is what it is. I just would love to get out of the cold for a while. That was really my goal, and we just didn't do it. I guess I'm crying on y'all's shoulders for a bit. Bill says, the cold doesn't last for long periods in Florida. It will be cold for a few hours in the morning. See, now that's what I kind of hope for. Is, yeah, just a little bit cold. I mean, I can deal with that. Turn on made a pocket of coffee, and it'll stay warm long enough to warm up. Linda says, the Keys are very expensive in the season. Kathleen, haha. Vinny, gotcha. Jason, good luck with your business. Any questions? I worked for PennDOT for 15 years, and I laid tar for almost every major highway in Pennsylvania. Brad says, don't forget, if you're ever in Kentucky, I got a free spot in my driveway, water and power at Rough River. Well, thank you, Brad. I appreciate it. Let's see. Michelle says, my niece lives in Tampa lately. Been seeing her post pictures in shorts and tank top last week. I'll have to ask her. Well, Michelle, what temperature is it there in South Carolina? Out of curiosity. Matthew says, free campsites near Florida City. That's about as close as you can get to the Keys for free. Paul Mitchell had to run a heater 4 days last year. See, now that's okay, because we've been running the heater pretty much nonstop here. Andromeda says, lame when your plans don't plan out. Yeah. Still trying to get to Missouri over here. Part of lifestyle, though. Got to go with the flow. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. Linda, some nice areas near Sarasota and Naples. Corkscrew Swamp is exciting, pristine Florida. Or excellent, pristine Florida. Well, thank you, Linda. DRH says, hi again. Hello from Connecticut. And parties over here. Arctic cold coming down from north, by the way. From Wildwood, Missouri. Wildwood. Oh, Wildwood. Is that by Manchester? I think it's by Manchester. I think there's a St. Louis Community College there. Wildwood. Yeah, I think my daughter went to Wildwood. Yes, my daughter went to college at Wildwood. Duh. Yeah, I know where it's at. David Darrow. Have been a over-the-road driver. I've seen lots of cities, and I'm looking forward to going back to see some of them again. Michelle says it was 70 yesterday, 60, and before that, 56. Never consistent. Well, see, all that's pretty doable. I think what it is you Southerners, if it's not 90 degrees, you think it's cold. Is that what I'm thinking? Is that what's happening here? Y'all telling me it's cold, and it's like, you know, Carolyn and I be sweating all the time. Jason, the closer to the Keys, the higher the cost of living. Beware. I'm sure it is, yeah. This would just scare Rob Day, I guess, huh? Scare me into freezing. Bingo for me. Vinny, I'm not a city man. Brad Edwards, Rob, do you ever spend time watching TV at night while you're relaxing? And if you do, what do you use to watch TV? No, we don't watch TV. We watch Netflix on Carolyn's iPad. And that's all we watch. And we've actually gotten a pretty big habit of watching a movie almost every night, I guess. Some pretty B-rated movies, but no, that's all we do. It's just watch movies. So about 2 hours a night, we watch a movie. And Michelle loves the hot. Yep. Matthew says, yeah, if it gets below 65, I get cold. See, all right. See, now y'all been trying to scare me all evening. And now you're saying it's not that bad. Okay, I got it. Andromeda says that's exactly what they think. As a northern and barely wearing a jacket while the southerners are bundled up. Okay, now we're getting down to the root of the problem. You all are just trying to scare me. That's what it was. Kathleen, me too. Vinny, do you ever use antennas? Sometimes you can get local channels. If you're asking me, we don't watch TV. We don't even have a TV. I mean, we got a little pop-up. So, no, we just watch our Netflix. Michelle, so if you think the weather in South Carolina is doable, then sounds like you need to come to my area. LOL. Anthony, have you ever thought about getting a little TV antenna? I'm not sure for what. I mean, we just don't watch the TV. So, no, the answer would be no. Sorry. Anthony, don't ask that. Michelle's still laughing out loud. Anthony said the other day that last week, I guess, he said that by spring we're going to have 100 people on his live feed. I'll never be able to keep up. I got 48 and I can barely keep up now. What happens is it gets stalled like this and nobody's doing anything, and all of a sudden I get 6 or 7 people coming all at once. Tough to keep up. I think I have tacos for tonight. Brad says, sorry, I opened a can of worms about asking about the TV. Oh, no, that's just how these live feeds go. It's a lot of fun. My wife made me watch 50 Shades of Darker last night. Okay. Vinny, Rob, that was me last week. Oh, sorry, Vinny. Okay, I knew it was one of you two. Very sorry. Matthew, he doesn't have a TV. They watch Netflix on actually the iPad. The computer takes a little bit more electric to run, so typically the generator is off at that time. So we don't run it on. We don't like running the computer on the batteries. Just takes up too much energy. So the iPad. Becky Godfrey, Bill and Becky from Arkansas. Just want to say hello and hope all is well. Well, hello, Becky. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Little House on the Roads family. And I hope you stick around. So, Becky, how long have you been a subscriber? You're correcting me, Matt. I didn't mean to correct anybody. Hi, Maria. How are you doing? We had 4 inches of snow in Canada. Michelle, okay, Matt and Anthony, we got it. Sharon, I am in Arkansas as well. We got 51 viewers. All right, thanks, Mom. Okay, that might be a new record. I don't know. Vinny says, Rob, do you have an Amazon wish list? No, I don't. I don't have any wishes. I got what I want. John's, hi, John. It's been 65-40 in South Carolina near me. See, that is beautiful weather. I can do that. It was 19 here, so. So thank you, John. That is great. Okay, Bill. Nothing good on TV anyway. Live feed from Rob's. Nothing. Thanks, Bill. DRH, Rob, do you have a snow shovel and a roof rake? Sorry to have to ask. I do have a small, not a snow shovel, but it's more of a scoop shovel. You know, it's probably that wide, and so I carry that in the back of the truck. But that's handy for a lot of different things. So it's multi-useful. And use it for a lot of things. I can, scrape up the ash out of the fire pits. I can use, but no, I don't carry a rake. I when we first started this, I thought that I would want a rake, and decided I just didn't want to take up the room with it. So I tried to get a shovel that I could use for a lot of different reasons. Hope that answered your question. David says, I agree with you, Bill Edwards. Let's see. Michelle says, okay, Carolyn, the temps are where I have lived. Hint, hint, hint. Becky says, y'all have been on the road. Well, thank you, Becky. Well, I really do appreciate that. Wow. You're a long-time subscriber. Let's see, Matthew, Bill Edwards, Anthony. Let's see. Anthony says, yeah, the Rob live feed is the best. I just made yourself a deal. If I ever get a show on the Travel Channel, you and I will go on it together. Michelle says, love Carolyn too. DRH, yes, it did. Thank you. Vinny says, Rob, would never sell out to Travel Channel. That's where I'm heading at, Vinny. But I do gotta grow this YouTube channel, man. I am really starting to, I'm starting to sweat things. I'd love to have 5,000 subscribers by March. Tim Donovan, Rob, did you ever have the this CO detector go off when using Mr. Buddy heater? Does it cause a lot of condensation buildup? Okay, 2 questions. 1, no, I've never had it. Mr. Heater portable bloody blue flame. As long as you have blue flame, you're fine. I truly do believe that. Besides that, okay, hold on. Wow, thank you, Matthew. Woo! Okay, a little shout out. Okay, I just learned this, so let's everybody shout out to Matthew. Matthew, thank you so much. We do appreciate it. And see, I had to look this up because I was really trying to figure out how to thank people. Okay, so the Mr. Heater Portable Buddy, in my opinion, is very safe. I made a video a long time ago about the Mr. Heater Portable Buddy. The pop-up has plenty of ventilation. Van dwellers use it. You're actually more issues with the generator and its exhaust coming inside the camper and causing it to go off. So no, I've never had a problem with the heater. More with the generator than I have with. I've never had a problem with the heater. Hope that helped. If I went on the Travel Channel, then let's see. So David says, if he went on the Travel Channel, then I would not be able to get him no cable here. Brad says, grill or stove? Well, we have the stove, and we have a lot of problems with the stove. I mean, we never get a real good blue flame on that. It's so old and crusty. Anthony says, you'll get there, Rob. Yes, I know I will. Thank you, Anthony. I really do appreciate your encouragement. Martha says, have TV, hardly ever watched it. Vinny, Matthew, you're a great person. Yes, thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Thank my wife, Michelle. Well, thank you, Michelle. Okay, Brad, campfire cooking is the best. Good for you, Matthew. I need to look at the video from Mr. Heater Portable Buddy, looking at it for my camper. I actually have 2 of them back in the very beginning. I mean, some of the very first videos, Stephen, I mean, how they operate. But I love them, and they're cheap. easy to use. Make sure you get the filter if you're going to use 20 gallons. Okay. Vinegar and baking soda. It's not so much the gunk. It's more kind of a rust. They're just so old that they've gotten crusty. So the air comes in and mixes in with the propane and causes a yellow flame instead of a blue flame. So, we just have to keep the windows open when we're using it. Morgan, your profile picture is a riot, Matthew. Makes me laugh. Do you have a gas or electric hot water heater? Okay, Vinny, I've made a couple videos on our new water heater. It's an on-demand water heater. It's for a shower. We don't have a water heater in the camper. This one is one that we hang up on the shower tent, and it's propane. But check out that video. I really love that shower heat. Oh, it is just amazing. David says, Rob took your advice, got Mr. Heater Portable Buddy for a motorhome. That's great. I hope you like it. I mean, it's you got two settings, on and off, or low and high. But I mean, we love ours. Linda, the second part of the question was, does it cause condensation? It causes condensation on wet days. On dry days, it does not cause any condensation. We've never had a condensation problem. But when we were in the mountains, we had problems with condensation. So, and that's why we flex sealed our canvas. Linda says, I canceled cable TV when I realized I hadn't turned my TV on for 6 months. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. And he's going to check out that video I talked about. Linda says iPad 24/7. Well, okay, a little raise your hand type of question to finish up the evening. Who checked out the Patreon page? Did y'all check it out? Made that video about Patreon on Thanksgiving. Matthew says, haven't had a cable for a few years now. Watch people like Rob. Well, thank you. Vinny says, I don't have an iPad, but I have an iPhone 7 Plus. It's a big phone, so that's how I watch movies on YouTube. Andromeda says, hear a lot about condensation problems. My travel trailer barely bigger than a van, but I haven't run into the issue yet. So thankful for that. Again, condensation isn't a big issue unless it's, we were in West Virginia and we were in cloud cover quite a bit. A lot of moisture outside. And all that propane does is it condensates because it's like a soda can. You have something hot on the inside and something cold on the outside. So it just causes condensation. And Linda says, me. Well, thank you, Linda. I do appreciate it. More minutes and then we'll be wrapping up. So any other questions? So Andromeda, I have been thinking about you here recently. I haven't seen you comment in a while. So I was hoping that you would show up sometime. So I'm appreciative that you came by tonight. Thank you. Linda says, Patreon, that is, I went to your... Yes, Linda, I didn't understand. Yeah, you went to the Patreon. I do appreciate it. Steven says, I checked it out and then downloaded the app. Well, thank you. Vinny, what's your plans for this, after this tonight? I don't know, probably eat and watch a movie. Probably, that's about, probably what we'll do. Matthew says, I wish you did this twice a week. I feel like I know most of the people here. Barb says, hi, Rob. Hi, Barb. How are you? Andromeda says, I'd love to be on your Patreon and plenty of other YouTubers too. Not a very big entertainment budget, though. No, that's okay, Andromeda. I understand. Nope, I wasn't trying to push anybody. I just want to make sure everybody checked it out. Mark Silvers, running a fan helps a condensation. Agreed. I do agree with that, but it also takes a lot of battery energy that I can't really afford a lot of times. And I know it's not a lot of energy, but it does take energy. Bill Edwards says, good idea. Linda, good night. Sweet thing. Anthony, Matt, he mentioned doing a Christmas show. Yes, I did. I haven't forgot. I've been thinking about just sometimes just showing up online and seeing how many people show up. Just do a live feed and see how many people show up. I wonder how that would work. You can get a battery operated fan. Yeah, I've been looking for those little battery operated fans. I used to have a bunch when we lived in Benton City. Little 12-volt batteries, or you plug in a cigarette lighter. I couldn't find any this year. All right, we got about 2 more minutes, so I think I'm going to start saying goodnight to everybody. So thanks for watching. Well, I guess I'll do that in 2 minutes. Anthony says he gets a notification when I go live. Mark Silvers, truck stops have them. Truck stops have. Oh, do they? Oh, I will check that out, Mark. Thank you. Vinny, all right, Robs. Peace out. Sorry I was late. That's okay, Vinny. Tonight, I'll be back next Wednesday. See you next Wednesday. Good night, Mom. Morgan says, Anthony, I do too. Yep. Martha, Mr. Heater, portable buddy, R27 motorhome in 5 minutes. And they have one at Walmart. Couldn't find it this year, Stephen. Matthew, click the bell button to get a notification. Yep, click the bell button. Good night, Gary. Good to see you. See you next Wednesday. Bye, Barb. NJ got 12-volt fan at a truck stop. Good night. Good night, NJ. Thank you for the information. Good night, Anthony. Anthony, you don't have to be sorry. Kathleen, good night. Matthew says, winning the lottery. Good night, Bill. Cindy, stay warm, stay safe out there, helping prayers and your daughter. Thank you, Cindy. Good night. David, Rob, how can I send you pics of where we live? You can my Facebook page. Or yeah, I mean, if you go into the you go into my channel and you go into my information, there's a tab up there. You go over to my information and there's links to my Facebook page. I think my email address. So there's a lot of options to get a hold of me. Good night, Sharon. Andromeda, good night. Thanks for coming by. See you later. Done working. Matthew, good night. Good night, Mom. Will do. Bill says good night. Time for a late dinner. Steven says, thanks for the information tonight and good night. Stay safe. You're welcome. Night, Rob. Good night, Martha. Thank you for the prayers. Do appreciate it. Rebecca says good night. Hello. Good night. John says good night. Good night, John. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video.